Excuse me. Is this how I get the wind down Wednesdays? I don't always have vanilla, but when I do, it comes straight from the beaver. I don't always have vanilla, but when I do, it comes straight from the beaver. I don't always have vanilla, but when I do,
Oh, hello everybody, and welcome. I know I've been sick. This is my first time back after a week. So thank you guys for being here tonight. Make sure you share us out, hit the thumbs up, and all that good stuff. So it's good to see
check this out.
All you wonderful people. Ooh, hoeing ain't easy, girl.
My sister got that for me for my birthday. I was like, just came the other day. I'm like, oh, I'm wearing that.
I love it. Oh, dude, I was so sick. I'm one of those people that I'm afraid to take NyQuil because last time I took it, I got a bladder infection. And and I think it's there's something in it. I don't know if I took the kind that has Mucinex in it. Anytime I take anything with Mucinex, it does that to me.
Weird.
I don't know why. So anyway, I was worried about that. So I was afraid to take it. And then, so there was just some other things. And then of course, I'm like, when I'm sick, I'm like a full-on naturalist. Like I don't want to take anything.
Mm-hmm.
And so then I just had to, I didn't take much during the day. I didn't take anything at all, but I would take like NyQuil at night, like a couple times.
Yeah.
And then I was drinking a lot of wine and it actually helped. So
there you go. Whatever works for you.
But yeah, so anyway.
Hey, Howie.
So I made it through. I took a ton of vitamins. If you follow me on Facebook, you might have got some funny posts from me because I'm like, I posted a couple times. I'm like, I've been taking my vitamins, and every time I do, I'm like, yeah, bitch, take that. To my cold. Take that.
Take that.
Yeah. So
hey, Homestead.
Anyway, it's good to see y'all. And I'll go through the list. Obviously, Hedgehog's here. Fishes is here. She used all the emojis. Thank you. Rebel. Gear. Who else is in the house?
Suzanne.
Jackie Kolowski. I don't know who that is. Is it some kind of spammer?
Spammer? Or is it a creepy guy named Joe? No, just kidding, Joe.
Where to Begin Homestead. Hello, Tofu.
Nothing creepy at all, but Joe.
Pesmaquate. Hey, Matt. Operation Capsaicin. I'm going down the list. Yeah. Ninja. Adenir, thank you for being here. Hey, Howie, thank you so much. Who else is in the house? My sister is a nurse and she's been sick. I keep telling her to put an onion on her. Yeah. Somebody else told me to do that. Hello, Dancing Alone with Rentals. I had a choice of watching some 20-something blonde girl model tell us how much YouTube paid her in the first year, or watch Whyde Family Farm. Oh, well, I'm so glad you're here. Hey, Susan, thank you for being here. And moon over my hammy. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it.
Hammy.
I couldn't help myself.
Yep.
So, but anyway, my son is still kind of sick. He has like nothing but runny nose. Like and you know, it's weird because you can't find medicine for kids. I mean, you can, but it's all herbal shit. And honestly, I just felt like he needed I wish they had like NyQuil for kids or, or something like that. They do have it for kids, but not in his age range because he's only 4. They have it like 6 years and higher, but not for like kids. And really, all he needs is a good decongestant. Like he needs that. But yeah, I can't find it unless it's an herbal.
Look on the back of the bottle, though, of some of these for a little bit older kids because he's a little bit bigger of a child. So he might meet the weight in the other descriptions.
Yeah, that's the thing is most of these don't have a weight restriction. It's just age.
I would ask a doctor then.
Yeah. It was just it's been a pain, because we were like in the medicine aisle, like reading all the backs of the stuff, trying to figure out what he could have. Yeah. But I mean, he's on this herbal stuff and then oh my gosh, I'm kind of glad though that I haven't given him real medicine because I bought this cough syrup for kids and it is like his first real medicine and it's cherry flavored and it's thick. I literally have to hold him down to take it. That's a no-go. He hates that. Yeah. But it works. But he hates it. So
sometimes even children's Tylenol will work though for runny, stuffy nose because it takes away the swelling and the secretions back down then. So that's something that could help too.
I might have to do that. Because I have some of that. I didn't think it was going to work. Yeah. Hey, Green Granny, thank you for being here. Appreciate it.
I was out on the property the other day and I'm like, I'm editing some video yesterday and I'm like, on the video, all you can hear is because I have a mic right here. Because it's cold and everything is just draining. Like, oh, this is gross. Music. Wow. Like, okay, this is gross.
Yeah. Speaking of lawsuits, thank you for reminding me, Ginger. Right now, Simply Orange is in a lawsuit.
Is she?
Yeah. If you buy any Simply Orange orange juice, they're in a huge lawsuit. Apparently, drinking it can kill you.
Oh.
It can kill you. There's something in it. It's causing cancer and pancreas issues and all of that stuff. So don't drink Simply Orange right now. There's a huge issue. And I'm actually kind of concerned. Not that I bought it, but I didn't buy it very often because it's like the most expensive orange juice. But you're thinking when you're buying it that it's good shit because that's what they advertise, right? That it's unmessed around with.
Yeah. Obviously not.
Is
it the Simply Orange half the calorie kind or is it just
No, it's the actual Simply Orange. Yeah.
Huh.
It's insane. I just saw a huge thing on it on Facebook today. So I was like kind of concerned. I'm like, they have other products like Simply Cranberry Juice and Simply Lemonade and all of that stuff. So it just makes you wonder. I didn't realize that Simply Orange was a Coca-Cola company. Coca-Cola makes it. So.
Very interesting.
No
Simply Orange.
Yeah.
I never drink it anyways, but.
Well, I don't really either. I actually, a long time ago, I used to be a big juice fanatic. Like, I love juice. Even when I was a kid, that was like, because I never drank pop. I'd always drink cranberry juice or something. But then I got older and I've been watching my sugar and making sure that I'm not, and I stopped drinking all sugar. I just do diet drinks, or when I drink wine, I make sure it's dry. There's no sugar in it. And so I stopped doing that, but which is probably a good thing, because if not, I probably would be drinking Simply Orange all the time. And but then, a long time ago, maybe about 10, 11 years ago, I read this article that if you have just 1 cup of orange juice every day for a year, you will gain 12 pounds. So I was like, I don't need orange juice that bad. I'll just pop some vitamin C. It will be okay. So I haven't been drinking orange juice unless it's in a mixed drink.
You get the diabetes instead of the rickets.
But I'm also allergic now to orange juice. So anytime I ever drink orange juice, I break out into one hive, and it's always on my neck. I can feel it coming, and I'm like, this sucks. And I'm allergic to, I thought I was just allergic to orange juice and all the crap that they put in it. So I was like, oh, I can eat oranges. So I had an orange, because the neighbor kids were selling oranges for their band, or something, or they're selling fruit. It's like, I can eat oranges. I ate an orange and I broke out in a hive. And then I was like,
wonder if it's how they spray them, though.
I don't know, but I've just stayed away from them. And there's like, those little clementines. My favorite are the halos. Freaking love halos. I don't like cuties. I like halos. So I got halos. I was like, oh, I'm going to try these. I don't break out in hives when I eat halos. I think it's because it's smaller and I'm not eating that much of it. When you're eating an orange, they're bigger. But when you're eating a halo, they're only literally like this big. And so you're not eating as much. Now, if I ate 2, then I knew So.
Is it technically an orange, though?
It's part of like the orange family, I guess you would say. So.
Yeah.
But tasted them. But anyway, I haven't been drinking orange juice anyway, because I found I was allergic. By the way, I was in the hospital when I was pregnant with my son, and they said I had gestational diabetes, which I don't even think I had, to be honest. When I went into the hospital and they tested my blood sugar before I went in, my blood sugar was 54. Right? So they were like, oh, what's going on? I'm like, well, I didn't eat anything because I thought I was going to have a surgery or something. I didn't know if I should, because I'm having a baby. And not only that, I'm like, I just didn't eat, but they were giving me insulin. So I did my insulin. So I went in and I was sitting there, and they're like, oh my God, freaking out. They're giving me crackers. They're giving me orange juice, right? Because that brings up your blood sugar. Drank the orange juice and I was like, shit, I forgot I was allergic. I'm like, so I told the nurse, I said, I'm sorry, I forgot I was allergic to orange juice and I just drank this. I said, it's not a big deal. I'd usually just break out into one hive on my neck. I said, do you have cortisone? She's like, I do, but we would have to charge you. And I'm like, forget it. It's not a big deal.
You're going to charge me $100 for cortisone.
I'm like, really? Yeah. It's all good. But anyway, that's my story about oranges, and I'm sticking to it. So don't drink Simply Orange right now. It may kill you. I don't know, but that's what the article said. Yeah. What else? I don't know. I wanted to talk about plants and stuff tonight. Why? Because I am a gardening channel. So, you're allergic to birch? Oh, my favorite thing is birch beer. Oh, it's so good. Or sassafras beer, it's like root beer, but it's like made out of those. Anyway, it's like birch beer is one of my favorites. And anytime you go to like an Amish place or something, they always have it bottled up. Like
Yeah.
You know damn well the Amish is not making birch beer, but it's just so freaking good.
Yeah.
And so.
Well, I mean, most of the stuff that comes from the Amish store is made in Korea.
Oh,
I don't know if you guys knew that. I saw a video on it the other day, and it was actually, well, most of the Amish stores, first of all, let me find you again.
Uh-oh.
There we go.
Josh, thanks for coming in. Do you know me?
Hey, Josh. Most of it comes from Korea because they purchase it in bulk, and then the Amish come and put it together, or the Amish or the Mennonites.
Oh, okay. So they get it all unassembled.
Yeah.
And then they work on it and assemble.
So like those big bags of, like feed or whatever, it comes like that, and then they So
interesting. I kind of knew that, but not really.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just kind of surprising.
Like, how can they make all this stuff? All these Amish people or, Mennonite people. Most of those stores are owned by Mennonites, but they work together. So
yeah, my neighbors are Mennonite.
Mm-hmm.
I absolutely love my neighbors. Like, they are the sweetest people. They help us out. Their church is mixed Amish and Mennonite. And they have like a church. They have like a church group, and they have like a youth group. And we, one day decided to, you can get like mulch, chipdrop.com.
Mm-hmm.
You can go on there, and if they have it in your area, they will drop off like a mound of mulch for you for free.
Right.
So I signed up for it, and literally that day, they sent me mulch, and I had a huge thing of mulch in the driveway. But at that time, my husband couldn't move it because he had shoulder surgery.
Yeah.
So the neighbor saw it, and they're like, "Hey, we're always looking for stuff for our youth group to do. They're going to come over and move your mulch for you." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm so excited." Yeah. So I was like, "That is really nice of you guys. That's amazing."
Hey, Barry.
So I had like 12 Amish and Mennonite people in my front yard shoveling mulch for us and putting it like all around our trees and putting it in our food forest and all that stuff. It was really cool too because it wasn't treated. You could tell it was literally cut that day from a pine tree of some sort. And so worked out really good. Hey, Storm, how you doing? Thanks for coming in. I appreciate you. So anyway, I was really impressed by that. Speaking of plants and mulch and everything else, I ordered I'm getting cranberry bushes.
Sweet.
I'm super excited about it. It's something I've been talking about for a while. I don't claim to be the best gardener in the world. A few years ago, maybe 2 years ago, I bought mountain cranberry seeds. And I was like, well, shit, I'm going to grow these things. I'm going to have mountain cranberries everywhere. They're going to be all over. And I didn't even get one. I was so mad because the seeds were literally like microscopic. And I was like, I took a big risk. They didn't grow at all. So I have been looking for actual shrubs because I'm thinking, well, if I can't grow them from seed, I wonder if I can get them from shrub. And then that way I can get cranberries faster. I still couldn't find it. Like I could find some, and they have like different versions. Not Logan berries. I forget what they're called. There's like different types of them. And I was going to get this one type, but it's $20 a freaking bush.
Wow.
And I'm like, I wanted more than that. I don't want just one cranberry bush.
Right.
So I found this place on Etsy who is giving me, I'm getting 10 cuts and you have to grow the roots yourself. So I'm getting 10 cuts. I got 10 cuts for $20. So I'm 99% sure I can do this. I did it with my elderberries.
Right.
And it was really easy to do. You just put them in water, and you can put like a little root hormone in there, and they'll grow roots. And like, you know, it can take a while, a month or something, and you got roots. So what I did is I put them in a mason jar and then just put them in the window, and then they started to grow. So I'm ordering the cranberries. I'm getting them, I think, Tuesday. So I'm super excited about that. They're American cranberries. So, okay, I missed some stuff. Yeah, Storms is like, cranberries. Gunslinger, thanks for coming in. All this talk about Amish reminds me of the stupid commercial with the supposed Amish electric fireplaces. Like, how the hell would they even know if they worked? Yes, because they're electric. Yeah. Hey, Patriot Pepper, thank you for coming in. And you need to stratify. Yes, I did stratify the seeds. Yes, I did. And I still didn't grow yet. But, you know, it could have just been the seeds, or it just could have been, you know, the fact that they were microscopic.
Yeah.
There's just so many factors in there. And
could be that they just went on the ground at the wrong time, or who knows.
Yeah. So
years later, all of a sudden you got cranberries coming up everywhere.
Yes. I really like cranberries, and I love cranberry juice. Juice is not the same as the actual cranberry. We all know that. I mean, cranberries are really super bitter, but they are really good for you. Like they are like a superfood.
I
so
like
if I can get it to grow, yeah. So if I can get it to grow, I'll be really, 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 really happy.
Chili in here.
Yeah, dehydrated ones are fine. You know, these ones that you get in the store, they say that they're blueberry or whatever. They're just blueberry flavored cranberries. They're not even real blueberries.
I had Ocean Spray cranberries, and I made some cranberry bars with white chocolate. Good. They're so good.
Yeah.
Did a video, so if you guys need it. No, it's funny because the dried cranberries that I had, the Ocean Spray cranberries, they were pretty old, and I was like, I don't know about this. And they plumped right up, and yum. They were like popped in your mouth.
Nice.
Yeah, so I was happy about it.
Back in the day, I'm really into holistic stuff, and I have been for a very, very long time. I don't tell people about it because people think you're nuts. So I went to visit this woman, and she did this body scan on me, and it was supposed to tell me what foods I was supposed to eat to, I think, protect certain organs in my body, right? And she told me to eat nuts and cranberries, like nuts and dried fruit.
Right.
So I did that for a while. I did nothing but nuts and dried fruit for snacks. Save-A-Lot has this like dried fruit. It's I forget what it's called, Mountain Mix or not Mountain Mix. I can't remember. It's been years. So I got this mix, and there was actual whole blueberries in it. The shit was expensive. I'm not gonna lie. It was like this bag was like this big, and it cost like $7 or $8. But you know, I needed to do it.
Yeah. I'm gonna make my body better.
Yes. It's supposed to like help your liver and your gut and like, you know. So I did it, and I did the nuts and the dried fruit, and that mix is amazing. There was like dried cherries in it, and they were like huge. It was like the best mix I think I ever had. It was so good.
I have what is it? Oh, I get this.
I'm a bear. Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
I love banana chips. Have you ever tried to, have you dehydrated your own before?
No,
Dude, they're so good. When you dehydrate them, your house smells like banana nut bread. It's like amazing. And the worst, like, it is bad. like they look bad because I didn't put lemon juice on them or anything like that. So when you dehydrate them, they turn into they look like little brown turds. But they're so good and they're tasted so banana-like. Even I know obviously they're bananas. Yeah. But they tasted so banana-y.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, they were so freaking good. Hey, Gail, thanks for coming in. Patriot Pepper, I think I already said hello. I'm just absent-minded sometimes. Thanks for coming in, y'all. So I'm not sure where I'm going to plant these cranberry bushes. I thought I was going to put them in my food forest, but I don't get a lot of water there. So I think I'm going to plant them alongside with my elderberries.
They like water, don't they?
Yeah. And elderberries like water too. And there's a section of my yard that just kind of always stays a little bit wet, a little bit swampy. So I'm going to plant them there. Yeah. It's funny because I also have wild ramps in that area that I had transplanted from somewhere else. And I have elderberries and black currant there as well. So that corner by the fence and that corner of my yard is like filled to the brim with different kinds of crap. I have like 25 elderberry bushes along my pasture fence. But yeah, I'm kind of excited about these because they were super cheap. Versus buying a bush where it's going to be like $20 for a bush like this big. I'm like,
that's crazy.
So expensive.
It's basically just a stock that's been started.
Yeah. So super exciting. And yes, I am not a bear, but she told me to eat nuts and berries. And a lot of people laughed at me for that, but I don't care. I did it anyway. I went to, oh yeah, that's what it was. It was called Seeking the Light Expo. And they had a bunch of, spiritualist people and holistic people and all that kind of stuff there. I'm totally into it. So I listened to the woman. And really, all I did was poop a lot better. There wasn't really any health benefits. I was just like super regular.
And that's what did it to you. And that extra fiber,
so funny.
It's good for your brain and good for your vessels,
Oh, Lord. But yeah. It's the world's famous Norman.
Yes, the world's famous. It's so funny because our Norman comes with us everywhere because he barks a lot. And so he has to come with us everywhere because we have somebody sleeping during the day here.
Yeah.
So he just comes with us. And we're sitting there talking about, and I walk in not knowing what they're talking about. Our people who did our well, the company's called Norman. And so they're talking about, Norman this and Norman that. I'm like, Norman does not do that. It's like, not the dog, hun.
Hey, Lone Star. What's up, dude?
Hey, Lone Star.
Thanks for coming in, Jeff. Yeah, the pink poop emoji is the bomb. I really wish I could shrink that down and use that as my emoji for my channel because that pink one, I love the teeth and everything. That is the best poop emoji ever. Yeah.
It used to be that you could find poop stuff everywhere.
Yeah.
And now you can't.
No.
It's like, what's the deal with that?
I don't know.
Poop stuff.
I think people are against the poop.
Something.
Yeah, tart cherry juice. If you're a diabetic, you need to start drinking the nastiest shit in the world.
Tart cherry juice. Weight though too. It does.
It's horrible, but you take a shot of that every day. And it's supposed to help. It's supposed to help with gout too. So if you have gout, It really helps. My dad had gout and didn't know, what to do. And they gave him pills, but still wasn't good,
Yeah.
And he started doing the tart cherry juice every morning. And it really worked. It really did. It's supposed to help with your kidneys. So
good to know.
Yeah. Good stuff. Oh, there's Gil. Thanks for coming
Gil.
on.
Hey, I brought my 2 pets with me.
Oh.
Have you guys seen that channel? She has a beaver pet. And I'm like,
no. Oh my God. I need to interview her. Wouldn't that be funny?
Yeah, it's hilarious. It's really,
I'd be like, so can I see
she
your
tries to make dams in her house.
No.
Yeah.
That's kind of cute.
Out of like random like kids' toys and stuff like that. I'm like, beavers can bite really hard. I wouldn't want a beaver around my kids. I mean, if you have little kitty things, you have kids. Oh my goodness.
That is, I think that's kind of cute. I posted a video on Facebook. I don't know when it was, a couple of days ago, and somebody had a pet possum, and they had it on their shoulder, and they were in the gas station, like waiting in line, and the possum was on his shoulder, and the person's like, "Oh my gosh, can I pet your possum?" And he's like, "Yeah, I've had him since he was a baby." And I'm like, "Oh my God, they're so ugly, they're cute, like they're really cute."
There's so many stories of possums ripping into people, though.
I know, but how come they always look like they have rabies?
Yeah,
because they have super sharp teeth and they bear them a lot.
But they do. They have that really weird frizzy hair, and their nose is pointed, and their teeth are weird looking. They always look like they have rabies.
My goodness.
That they don't, but still.
I think the possum was created by a lightning strike. That's why their hair is like that.
It's just weird.
It's genetically inbred now.
Norman likes the banana chips out of here too.
Yeah, that's great. Smelly Ellie, man, she got her share today. So I made Korean beef for lunch, which is basically this stuff that I make. It's a stir fry.
Oh, I love it. I can't eat it, but I love it.
Oh, it's so freaking good. So I made it for lunch, had my mom over, and I packed up most of it. And there was like a bunch of juice left over in the pan. And I had a ton of rice left over. And I already had way more in my bowl than what I know we would eat. So I was going to give the rest to Smelly. So I put the rice in her bowl. And my mom's like, "Why don't you give her some of that juice? She would just love to have some of that." So I poured some of the juice on there. I only gave her like a little bit. She ate the entire bowl of rice. So I think Smelly Ellie might live up to her name later. Just, yeah. But she enjoyed it.
I wish Astro had a name that rhymed with smelly. Thanks, man. Not like this guy. No, you don't stink. No.
I love the hair on. Like he looks like he has eyebrows,
and they get fuzzier as he gets. I can pull him forward.
That's funny.
I need one of those.
I know you need one of these.
Can you send it my way?
I wish I had one of these. If I had one of these, I would have the snow box on the front of it too. The street. I'd be out there.
A post hole digger on it.
Yeah, they got that too.
Yep.
And they also got the rotavator.
Yeah, I wish we had one of those. It would help. Like you could put forks on those suckers too, so you can carry like your straw back. I mean, that's really replacing the tractor, to be quite honest. For lots of things, not for plowing, obviously, but for like manual work, like the stuff that you need to, big stuff. Like my husband can't carry the feed, like all back at once. It'd be great for like carrying the feed all back at once and the straw and just random heavy crap that you can't lift around the house. And
we use our forks for all that.
Well,
I mean, we don't have all that yet, but we will.
Oh, thank you, Patriot Pepper, for becoming.
Hey, that's so nice.
Everybody give him a big poop troop salute. I really appreciate it. Thank you for being a pooper. Thanks, Ginger. I read that emoji loud and clear.
There we go.
It's so funny because you can hear Hedge's computer and you really know when she's clicking the button.
I'm clicking.
It's really clicking it.
And clicking it. Got the click.
It tried to block Moon because Moon does not have a wrench.
Oh.
But it didn't try to block Suzanne.
Weird.
Maybe because he did a couple more than Suzanne did.
Who knows?
Do you still have Nightbot on your computer?
Mm-hmm. Nightbot is who put up the thing on my screen.
Okay. Nightbot has you can set it so Nightbot does limits on emojis, and it'll hold someone like that. So if you go in there and put figure out how many emojis someone can hit before they hit 200 characters and typing it in and put that, then that takes care of that problem.
More than 15, Ginger says.
Interesting. I just make sure I'm vigilant about it. I make sure I'm vigilant about it and make sure that, oh my gosh, Patriot Prepper. Seriously? Thank you so much. That is so nice of you.
All right. It's handing them out automatically. Yep, there you go.
Oh.
G Mama Grows, Jeffrey Allen, DC Outdoors.
Hey guys.
Homestead Hustle and Auslander Info.
Welcome in. I didn't see all you guys come in.
They're not here.
Oh.
They are set to when someone accepts a gifting on the channel. Anytime someone posts it, it just goes through them in order.
Oh,
nice. So, thank you guys. Thank you. I really appreciate it. That's really nice of you. I appreciate it. I'm looking to have a giveaway coming around soon. So feel free to watch out for that. I'm probably going to do it sometime next week.
Next week's going to be busy with giveaways.
Oh, yeah.
I got my 1,000 subscriber giveaway on Tuesday, and I've added to it a membership giveaway as well.
Oh, wow. Cool. I need to do memberships. When I have some free time, let's just,
Yeah, Ginger, they could very well have been watching and or whatever and not talking in chat.
Yeah.
What's I found out they've changed the things on memberships. Now you have to do the monetization for a full week before you can have members. Because when I set it up on Camp Patton, it went boom like that. I go to do it here on Gray Man. It goes, where is the memberships? And down at the bottom in a pale yellow box, itty tiny box, it says you must be a member of the YouTube whatever the program is called, partnership program, for a week before you can do memberships.
Cool. I don't even have a community tab yet. Oh.
So Laura, if you want to get together sometime, we can also design the little custom emojis for you too.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I really want to do that. I might have some time coming up. We might have a little break in between time where I need to go to the property. So. Yeah.
At least when the bathtub got delivered, it wasn't too bad wet for him to drive.
we got gutters put on. Was it Monday?
Oh my God, Susie Jacobson, thank you so much.
Oh, that's sweet.
I really appreciate that. I seriously love all my members. Thank you so much for that. And you guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah, they are giving the community tabs, I think, to everyone that has 500 subscribers. Courtney, I will donate 2 winners 5 packs of seeds whenever you want. Okay, thank you so much. I don't know. I'll let you know when I do the giveaway. It's not going to be a huge giveaway, but I want to give back as much as I can. So, Whyde Family, we need to get that cereal to sponsor your channel for all the poop troopers. Yeah, I know. There's a cereal.
Oh, yeah.
It's poop cereal or something.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember the name of it. You poop like a champion, and you eat the cereal, and it turns your poop different colors.
Oh, okay.
You know you want it.
Well, I know if you drink a lot of Welch's grape juice, like 2 glasses a day or whatever, your poop turns green.
Mm-hmm.
How do you know that, Gil?
Because I love Welch's grape juice. And it's like, what?
You eat a lot of kale, it will happen too.
Yeah.
So, Poop Like a Champion is the name of the cereal. That'd be really cool if they could sponsor me. So if you're out there.
Yeah, that would be cool.
What, Ginger? You don't want multicolored poop like your emoji? Come on.
Oh.
Oh, it came up right away in Google search.
Poop Like a Champion is the name.
Oh my goodness. $14.
For a box of cereal?
I don't know if that's one box or what. What is this? Walmart.
Fruit Loops.
9 ounces.
A lot for some cereal. I'm sorry. I'm not paying.
That is.
I might give it away. That'd be funny. But I wouldn't buy it just to buy it. Like, ooh.
Oh, and it's discounted now.
So next week when I do my giveaway, you might get some stale cereal.
It doesn't got like poop on the box, so
interesting. I don't think
their motto. Courtney, you're gonna love their motto. The #1 brand for number 2s.
That is, this is gonna so I'm crazy anyway, but this is gonna sound so crazy. That reminds me of my dad. I'll tell you why. My dad owned a septic service for like 50 years, for a really long time. He was a business owner, and yeah, so we always made poop jokes, like always, because so that reminds me of my dad. That's something that he would have put on his truck.
Funny.
Okay, this Poop Like a Champion. Poop Like a Champion is the name of the company, and then they have Poop Like a Champion cereal, Super Senna laxative tea, or Super Fiber gummies.
Oh
yeah, these are ultra fiber cereal. Is why.
Yeah, it's the ultra fiber cereal.
And yeah, and
so
fiber.
Guys, if you win it and you get the cereal, you have to show us how it works, and it's okay if you have a fans only, because I literally would sign up for that shit just so I could see the results. Good to hear you talk about him. Yeah, I love my daddy. I miss him so much.
Here's something else. I just was reading this here. Remember with the Amazon reviews of the gummy bears, the certain sugar-free gummy bears.
Mm-hmm.
Our super fiber gummies. Put a bag of those out in the office.
That's horrible.
I'm a bad boy.
That's horrible.
Sounds like something my husband would do.
Well, like Larry the Cable Guy says, I don't care who you are. That there is funny.
I worked in an office with horrible, horrible women for like close to 10 years. I worked with 6 women, and they were horrible people, right? I thought about doing shit like that. I really did. But I never did. I never had the guts to do it, because then I really would have felt bad if somebody got really sick or something.
One of the guys I worked with made a latex mold of the Hershey bar,
Mm-hmm.
and took the X-Lax chocolate and redid it.
Mm-hmm.
and stuck it in the wrapper and stuck it in his desk drawer. And sure enough, someone stole it while he was out at lunch. And about 2 hours later, I'm going home. Escape on the other side of the office.
Then you know who stole it.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, Carol, that's your poop is our bread and butter, is something my dad considered putting on his septic truck as like a funny little, something slogan.
Yeah.
And it was just something funny. So yes, my dad used to say that. Yeah, funny stuff. Funny. That's where I am not embarrassed to talk about it, and where most of my poop humor comes from.
I need one of those so my septic truck guy will come out and clean out our porta potty. Our road is so rutted up from the big trucks coming in.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay. Speaking of which, you guys are you even remotely getting your gardens in? Are you getting your garden in, Hedges?
No.
No.
Probably not going to happen this year.
Yikes.
Yeah.
I got 6 lettuce plants growing that I'm keeping. I got 4 more to go across the street to my daughter. I got 2 tomatoes that are about that tall already, and a third one to go across the street to my daughter.
Interesting.
So that's the indoor garden going.
Yeah.
I'm going to probably do it tonight. Jump on Johnny Seeds and I was going to buy iceberg lettuce and/or romaine. I really like romaine more. So I think I'm going to buy their in bulk romaine lettuce and plant it in succession, and try and sell some of it.
I'll probably do like a little bit of like what I did last year.
Yeah.
Maybe.
There's
Because
another lettuce.
I can't not grow anything.
Yeah.
But
there's another lettuce that I was thinking about planting. I got the seeds for it. It's called the garden head or whatever. Basically, instead of being like an iceberg, it's loose leaf, but it's all in a ball.
Yeah.
And I thought about planting some of that.
They say loose leaf is really, really good for you.
Yeah.
Like, it's really good for you. I don't know why it's better for you than stuff that's in a head, but it's really good.
Because it has more of it gets stuff from the sun, picks up more vitamin D and everything else. Because the other is basically it's covered and it just grows from the inside out. So you got the stuff on the outside.
Somebody tagged me here. Hold on. I just went to poop like a champion and clicked contact us, gave them Whyde Family Farm's YouTube channel, and told them they should consider sponsoring the poop troop. That would be funny, Passamaquoddy. I would be flattered if they really were into that and wanted to do it. I would advertise the shit out of them.
That's funny.
Yeah. But
Passamaquoddy, I gotta say, Chris Hedges really loves his slippers you gave him, because it's very rare that he can find slippers that fits him, and yours fit. So.
Oh, that's really awesome.
He's
hey, Rebel.
Very thankful. I'm like, where are you taking your slippers? He's like, I'm taking them on my truck. You got a problem with that?
Oh, he really loves the slippers. So he's taking them in the truck.
Mm-hmm.
I like what she did to the bottom of them.
Yeah.
For the anti-skid.
Yeah.
I really think that's creative, and I love that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, they are really awesome slippers, and they're super cute. I love mine.
Yeah, I like the flower on them. They're so cute.
Yeah.
But Norman likes to go after the flower because it flops around a little bit.
That's really cute. Oh,
it's cute. I should film it sometime. But I don't want him to. I've been like not letting him, because it's like, no, you're gonna rip him up, dude.
Okay. I'm gonna make another emoji for you then, Courtney.
Okay.
I just read what Jackie said there. Poop with pride. So I'm gonna make a sign emoji that says "poop with pride." Ready to have for the poop troop.
Okay, so I'm two. If you guys can get a couple more people to subscribe to my channel, I'm 2 away from 1570. So I'd really like to get to that 70 mark. It'd be great. That would mean I'm really close to getting to 1,600 subscribers. So if you know anybody that wants to watch the channel, is interested, I think we're entertaining, then, come on over and subscribe to the channel. I really need the hours and I really need the subscribers. So come on over and join the poop troop. What was I going to say? Oh, I don't know if y'all saw Thor. Did you guys watch? You know how I'm always like, I'm really into people that actually farm. I don't want fake farmers.
Right.
And I definitely don't want anybody that's fake on my channel, because then that ruins your reputation as the person that promotes other people and, whatever. So anyway, I always told Thorhaven, I said, we love you. I don't care if you're a member or not. We love your channel. And I love the fact that you are for real. Like, you have real cows, you have real chick. Everything about you guys is totally real. So he made a video about fake homesteaders. It's freaking hilarious.
Really?
So you guys, if you want to go over there, it was so funny. He's like, he's said something about having fake cows. And they're like little teeny crocheted cows, like, Highlanders. And they're sitting there. He's like, these are my cows. They're really fuzzy. Like, it was hilarious. So you have to go over and watch it. By the way, the video did so well that Doug and Stacy commented on it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So if you want to go over there and check it out, it's freaking hilarious. And
that's hilarious.
So it makes it even funnier. So go over and watch Thorhaven's video. And I forget what the title was, something about fake homesteading or it's funny. Watch it.
Yeah, there is a lot of people that they just they're not legit.
I couldn't believe one time that somebody said they grew a full cucumber in March up here in Ohio. I'm like, really? You pulled that from your garden in March? Really?
Was it outside or was it inside?
It was outside.
Did they have a greenhouse?
No. Because I knew the person. So I was like, not happening.
Yeah. Yeah, that's sad. Nope, I'm no fake gardener. I'll show you all my bugs. And
I really don't have any, like, do you know how much effort it takes to be a fake gardener?
It takes a lot of money.
I don't need
to
that.
buy all that
Hard enough just starting.
My vegetables look like the kind that come from, that store that where the Ugly Fruit Company or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like, yes, I am the Ugly Fruit Company.
Yes, my carrot looks like a penis.
My carrot looks like a man walking.
My pepper has grown an appendage.
I cut open a pepper the other day and it had a pepper inside. It's like, how did that happen? Okay.
Oh, Lord.
Yes.
Yeah, a lot of people don't understand the dynamics of Florida. And, like, you definitely need to grow in the off season when it's cooler.
Yeah.
So if you're going to grow stuff, I mean, there are some stuff that will survive the heat. That's fine. And you can do stuff with shade cloth and stuff like that. It takes a lot of effort, but it's so much easier to grow in the off season when it's a little bit cooler. I mean, it's not going to be 10 times cooler, but it's cooler.
Here in Tennessee, I think we have to have some shade cloth on some of our stuff.
Yeah.
Because we had stuff burn. So, yeah, I've never had that before in my life, growing stuff. So,
yeah, that's rough.
It's just burning stuff.
Tibor!
Hey, Tibor.
What's up? I did buy shade cloth. I bought it at Aldi's last year. It
Mhm.
is just regular porch, something you'd hang off your porch.
Mm-hmm.
So collects UV rays and stuff like that. I thought about putting it out there for some of my lettuces and trying to get them to grow longer and longer in the season.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do that, I think, this year. I'm not sure yet. I still have to figure out a way to prop
Do you
it
like
up.
butter lettuce? Because it did really well here. And
What is it?
butter lettuce. It's like
Okay. Yeah.
a bib lettuce.
Yeah.
It grows. I really like it, and it grows really well.
I like it, but the leaves are small, are softer.
Mm-hmm.
I really like a hard lettuce.
Oh, okay, like a crisp.
Like, yeah, I think that's why I like romaine so much.
Mm-hmm.
Is because the ends are like it's actually crispy.
I love romaine, but it did poorly here. It was like,
Oh, really?
in Oregon, it grew really nice.
Yeah, because
And
it's
here
a
it
cooler
wilted.
climate. Yeah.
I was like, wow, okay, so that definitely needs to be under shade cloth.
Yeah, shade cloth, or you just need to like start it inside and then transplant it outside to like, I don't know. You'd have to
Early
definitely
spring.
put it in the shade in early,
Mm-hmm.
spring.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to try some cloth because I don't have a shady area. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Because your area where you have the house, you cleared a bunch of trees, so that area is just going to be like wide open.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm lucky. Well, I'm lucky, and then I'm not kind of lucky. I have a huge maple tree in my backyard that covers a portion of my garden. So if I grow lettuce up front, it's shaded very well, and it does well.
I think I'm gonna do some fruit trees behind the house.
Yeah.
And then grow like that kind of stuff underneath the fruit trees.
Oh, that's a really good idea.
Yeah. So
that's a really good idea. Yeah. I know one year I grew bok choy, and bok choy is really, really, really good. And it went to seed one year because I couldn't get it fast enough.
Mm.
I've literally had it in that bed like almost every year. Like it comes back every year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I want to try bok choy because it's so close to cabbage that you can use it with the cabbage.
It's really, really good in stir fries. Really good.
Yeah.
We thought about getting plum trees. I don't know if we're getting them this year or not. But I'm definitely planting the cranberry bushes. I have a bunch of apple trees and stuff out there. Hey, Chipper. Oh, thank you for being a member, Chipper. Appreciate it.
Hey, Chipper. I want to do blueberry bushes. I love blueberry. And I think because we when we did our pad of our house, we pushed everything back. And we took the dome off the top of our hill. And so that's how we made the pad instead of adding dirt to it, from other areas. That's what they were suggesting. I'm like, no, just take the dome out. You don't want your house pad on topsoil anyways. It's not good. So it's like, just push the crap out of it. And so we have this big pile at the end where we're parking, but I'm like, I need to put bushes there. So when I just put blueberry bushes and then maybe some fruit trees, and then that's where I'll also do the lettuces.
Yeah. That's a really good idea. Yeah, my husband just said, the bok choy we planted underneath the okra.
Oh, okay.
And it shaded it really well. So if you really like okra, it is a really good thing to, like, if you plant that, to plant something underneath it, like that needs shade, because it will shade it for you.
Still haven't tried okra.
It's okay. It's not my favorite. And honestly, the only time I've really ever eaten it is when it's deep fried.
Yeah.
And everything is good deep fried. So.
Yeah, it's so good for your gut, though. If you eat it the raw way, where it's got that jelly stuff on it. But who wants to eat it that way?
Yeah, there is a specific way to pick it. Mm-hmm. Don't let it get really big.
Yeah.
Because if you do, then it gets all that crap in there.
Yeah.
And it gets nasty. Okay, we are getting plum trees, and I forgot. We ordered them from the agriculture place in our county. They do classes and stuff like that. That's where I did my one
think
class.
they do it here in Tennessee too, so I'm going to look into
Yeah.
it.
And I ordered we ordered our plum trees from there, and we have to pick them up in April. So we did get plum trees. I'm excited. I'll probably do a video about us planting them.
Cool.
Yeah. And oh, by the way, I see you, Old Ways. I love you. Thank you for being here. And oh my God, it's the Wickeshire.
The Wickeshire. Hi, Old Ways. Good to see you, fellow Tennessean, in the house.
In the house. Y'all just don't understand the love affair of okra due to not being from the South. It's okay. My stepdaughter loves it. She'll just go out there and eat it right off the bush. The Wickeshaw. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I'm not from here. I've never had it though, so I can't really say I don't like it or I like it. So
yeah, the only time, like I said, the only time I've really had it is when it's deep fried at a restaurant or something, and I can't really judge. I never ate it like raw off the bush. I refuse. And a lot of times when I'm picking it off, like I did this thing where I saved the seeds from them.
Mm-hmm.
They're kind of spiky. So it's kind of a different type of plant. Hello, Diggs.
The funny thing here in Clarksville, there's not a whole lot of like really southern food because people are from everywhere here.
Yeah, we have like a hodgepodge because of the Fort Campbell being there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Don't
try it for the first time boiled because it's all slimy and gross. Yeah. I'm not really, I don't care if it's slimy. I've had slimy foods before. I mean, I would say that collard greens, when they, cook them, they're pretty slimy. But it's all about taste. Like if it tastes good, I'll eat it whether it's slimy or not.
Yeah. Is it really fibrous? Well, I guess it would be fibrous if you let it grow too long, right?
Yeah. It gets like really weird looking too. And I see a tree in the chat. Tennessee trees. Oh, I don't know.
She has a ranch.
Yeah, go ahead, Old Ways. Sorry, I read that wrong. Yeah, go ahead and post it. You're a ranch now. You can post it.
Tennessee trees. Is that where you get trees for Tennessee? Obviously.
As a kid,
that's where you get the trees for New York.
Oh, that's gross.
You got to go to Ohio trees to get the ones in Tennessee.
Yeah. Hey, Steph. Good to see you.
Yeah.
So what's your favorite food to grow in the garden?
Mine?
Mm-hmm.
I really love cucumbers. That's my favorite. I think the one year it was a couple years ago, like I went cucumber crazy and like picked every cucumber. I ate a cucumber like every day. I was constantly making cucumber salad because that was like my favorite thing to eat ever.
Yeah.
When I was pregnant, that's all I wanted to eat ever. I just wanted cucumber salad all the time and onion sandwiches.
I'll
tell you a story about that. My uncle, he grew up in PA.
Mm-hmm.
He must have grew up near New Jersey in PA because he kind of has that Jersey accent a little bit. And anyway, he said when he was younger, they didn't have a whole lot to eat, and he would eat onion sandwiches.
My mother-in-law talks about that too.
And I was like, onion sandwiches. So I put red onion, because I love red onion, and cucumbers on a sandwich with a little bit of mayo. It was the bomb.
I
eat onion sandwiches.
Red onion and cucumber in salads. But I put red onion in my cucumber salad too.
Oh yeah. That's so
good. Tibor. I feel the same way, Tibor. My dad loved pickled pig's feet.
Yeah, Rubble. I think that's what the thing was, is that their onions were overabundance during that time, and there was always bread because you can make that So after school, he would eat onion sandwiches. He also talked about a time where he used to pick for Campbell's because the Campbell's factory was really close to him. So they used to pick, he used to be a picker for them and pick their tomatoes for their tomato soup. And he got paid by the bushel. I don't know how much he got paid. It was probably like 5 cents per bushel or something.
Yeah.
But it's funny. Yeah, I mean, I don't blame them though. Like a lot of the Great Depression food is actually freaking good. And I grew up on it myself because my grandparents lived in the Great Depression, which is probably it's good, but it's horrible for you. Like I don't know why my grandmother did it, but she would use butter on everything. I think it was for the extra calories. Because when you grew up in the Great Depression, you didn't have that extra whatever. But she always and anytime she made hot dogs, she would butter the hot dog bun and put it in the pan and fry it. And
weird.
A toasted.
That's something that I've heard about from my grandmother and stuff. Long before the Depression, they used to do that. When they were making sandwiches, they would butter it and brown it on the skillet, and then put their stuff in it.
You know what I like?
Grandma was always like about that. Skinner.
I like peanut butter and jelly grilled sandwiches.
Yeah.
With tomatoes, with chicken noodle soup.
Oh.
You dip it in the peanut butter and jelly sandwich in the chicken noodle soup. It is so delicious. It's one
I'm
of
not
these
gonna judge you because I eat some pretty weird crap, but that's really weird. But I'm not judging.
It is weird. I was like, no. My husband was like, you have to try this. I'm like, no. And then I tried it. I'm like, oh my goodness, that is so good. So.
One of the sandwiches I learned to eat at Scout Camp, because I was on staff and they made it for staff, was a grilled cheese and tuna sandwich. So you mix up the tuna with the mayonnaise and the relish and everything else. You grill one side of the bread, you turn it over, you put cheese on one side, you plop some tuna on the other side, and it starts heating up, and you put it together. And I mean, I've never seen boys eat tuna sandwiches so much, so fast.
Don't they call those tuna melts?
Yeah.
But I mean, it's just like just going nuts on that stuff.
Yeah, I don't.
Well, they called it grilled cheese and tuna fish sandwich.
It looks good, but whether or not I would like it, I mean, I do like fish. I can't get past the smell.
Oh.
It smells. And that's the same thing. Like I could never eat canned chicken because of that reason. When you open it up, it smells like tuna fish.
You gotta make your own canned chicken.
Yeah, because that when you open it up, it like if you get Tyson's canned chicken, for instance, it just smells like tuna.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's part of the cooking process and the way they cook it since they're cooking it with water now instead of tuna being canned in its natural oil. It didn't smell that bad till I started putting it in spring water.
But yeah, another thing that's a Great Depression food that I kind of was raised on is hot dogs and fried potatoes.
We did sausage and fried potatoes.
Yeah, like my mom would always cut up hot dogs, and that she got that from my grandma. You fry up hot dogs and potatoes together.
Now my
parents would throw eggs in there too.
My dad had to have potatoes every meal for some reason. I don't know why. And then
they try to convince you that potatoes are horrible for you.
Yeah.
I guess they are for certain people that have health issues.
Yeah.
But potatoes really have all that nutritional value in there for you. You could like literally eat potato every day.
If you grow your own.
Yeah.
The problem is that they use potatoes to clean up the crops, the fields.
Yeah.
Potatoes and all root vegetables is they use them to clean up the fields. And so it's like the sunflower, kind of thing, the same thing. If you want,
they suck up
clean up. So
okay. Hello, Dabob. I sent you a link if you're interested in coming up. You
hey,
don't have
Bob.
to. I realize it's early over there.
Yeah.
And chicken
Stephanie, I
breast.
remember that too. Butter and sugar sandwiches.
Yeah.
But the thing was that with the potatoes, I love potatoes. I mean, I would eat mashed potatoes every day, but I have found out that mashed potatoes, eating potatoes, because it is a starch and it is high carb and converts to the sugar and it is a contributing factor in insulin resistance for your cells.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's when I had to cut it out. My wife just about freaked. She goes, "You're not eating potatoes? What's wrong with you?"
Yeah.
Then I showed her the video. She goes, "Okay."
Yeah, I'm growing sweet potatoes instead of potatoes.
Yeah, and I
grow potatoes anyway.
know what's horrible is I'm a huge French fry aficionado, but I don't eat those that much anymore either because they're horrible for you.
Mm-hmm. I
Especially
love
so what they're fried in nowadays.
Mm-hmm. We have one of those air fryers. We've been using that quite a bit. Our new stove has an air fryer too that we'll have in the house. Seems like
I want an air fryer and I was gonna buy one recently. Like I was looking at Amazon, but they're way over my budget. Like I couldn't even find like a $40 air fryer.
Oh, go to Walmart during Christmas.
$200. I'm like, no.
Go to Walmart during Christmas. You'll find a good one.
Yeah.
Cheap.
The prices on a lot of stuff, after I think it was about the 15th of December, even before Christmas, about 15th, stuff started just going through the roof.
And the after Christmas sales weren't that good. A good deal. But yeah, the air fryers were super expensive. I really, really like the Ninja ones. Of course I do. They're like $200. Yeah. They look like an actual oven though.
Yeah, they do.
That's what I think about them. But
we have one that looks like an actual oven.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll have to see.
Almost all the stoves that we looked at, almost every one of them have air fryer technology in them now. So it's weird, which I like.
Fishes, everything causes cancer. I mean, if I stayed away from my screen right now is giving me radiation. Like if I stayed away from everything that causes me cancer, I wouldn't be able to breathe. I wouldn't be able to live. There's nothing I can do about it. I can try and minimize it, but there's really nothing I can do about it, especially environmental stuff. Like you go outside and you breathe the air, then that can cause cancer.
Especially in China.
Yeah.
We were watching, oh my goodness, we were watching a show on the air quality there. And it is through the roof.
Yeah, I can't. And a lot of people hate microwaves because they say they cause cancer. I just can't. Everything causes cancer. I can't.
Yep.
All I can do is try to eat as healthy as I could possibly, and that's all I can do. And the Simply Orange thing kind of really pisses me off, by the way, because they advertise that it's unmessed around with. So how many years have you been lying to people? Like, since it came out. So that just kind of ticks me off about that. Yeah. Old ways, lots to do with 8 stuff. Okay, due to most not knowing how to cook from scratch. Yeah, I know how to cook from scratch. I think most people know how to cook from scratch. It's whether or not they want to. I think it's more of a lazy thing. I think people just don't want to do it. It's so much easier to go through a fast food restaurant than to go to the grocery store, buy your stuff, bring it home, chop it up, and throw it in a pan. Life is terminal disease. That is always fatal. Yep. They say baby powder causes cancer. Why aren't we all dead from ass cancer? True that.
Well, that it's not. That's a misconglomeration. Everyone's grouping all baby powder into one thing. It's not all baby powder. It was the one that was using the ultra fine and a specific type of talcum powder in the baby powder.
Mm.
The coarse stuff wasn't getting because it wasn't getting into the pores because it was coarse.
Yep. Crazy. It's a crazy world out there. Okay, so this year I have a whole garden planned out. I cannot wait. I'm so excited. Can't wait to get my seeds in the ground. Can't wait to start planting or have my pound of peas that I plan on planting. I bet $1,000 we all had Johnson & Johnson baby powder on our asses. That's true. Nobody wants to mill wheat. Yeah. There was asbestos in baby powder. Yep. That sucks. But anyway, I'm super excited about the garden this year. I got a lot going on. I have a lot of flowers I can't wait to plant. And I can't wait. I bought from Etsy. It was a couple months ago, actually. I bought this whole box. I got a whole box of Egyptian walking onions. And they gave me free lettuce seeds. But they didn't tell me what they were. So I'm kind of anxious. It's like a mystery seed. It just says lettuce and free. They gave it to me. So I can't wait. And I don't know what they are, but I'm anxious to see what they're going to look like. I want to make you.
Okay.
Interesting. That's interesting, Passamaquoddy. Yeah, you don't hear about it anymore, Tibor. That's for sure. I'm trying to think of what else. Yeah. Oh, there's the Bob. Yay! I haven't seen you in like a week.
Oh, what you been up to, Corky?
I've just been sick. It's horrible. It wouldn't go away.
That's too bad.
Yeah, and I still am kind of hoarse, but it's better. I just felt like I constantly had a tickle in my throat. It was horrible. We were all sick at one point. My son brought it home from school.
Little petri dishes. That school system. Schools are petri dishes of illnesses, man.
Yeah, I know. It's horrible. My son still has a runny nose. So.
But they also provide a base of immunity for children too.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I'm not
things
scared of him being sick. It just sucks because I'm getting sick too.
Yeah.
Why can't it just be him?
All the years raising kids, same thing. September, October, November, one disease after another. They'd all bring them home. You know.
Nice.
It was.
This last time, they finally convinced my daughter and son-in-law to give the grandkids vitamins. You know, the gummy vitamins. You know, when they get up and when they come home from school, and the amount of they've been getting
the gummies cause cancer.
No, the gummies cause the poops. The gummies cause the poop.
No.
Hey, Mr. Pickles.
No, I'm excited. I got some rhubarb plants will be here in a few days, and I'll have to baby them until spring, and then stick them in the ground and all that stuff. So, plus some seeds sitting there waiting to get planted, and
That's awesome, Bob.
Yeah, we still got a lot of stuff to get just for being a homeowner, like a lawnmower. We don't have one of those yet.
Sammy Karen.
And our dryer just died. Brand new dryer. It just died.
I'm sorry. That sucks because dryers and shit are expensive.
Yeah, this one came with the house, and it's a GE, and I know some of their other equipment that GE makes is crap Hola. So
Yeah.
I got a repairman guy to asked him how much just to stop in. And it was about a third, or if not a quarter, of the price of a Samsung. So I'm going to go for something else. The GEs are made in China. Samsungs are made in Korea.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's made in China? I mean, what's made in Japan?
LG. LG were.
Also
I'm
made
not
in
sure if.
Tennessee, or they're
What's
put
a?
together in Tennessee.
Yeah.
LG.
Yeah. We had an LG washer dryer. It was perfect. It was made in Japan. It was beautiful.
Yeah,
But
I love anything LG, to be honest. I think
yeah,
any
we're
like
we're looking at LG or Samsung, one of the two. Yeah.
We have an LG washer and dryer, and we bought an LG stove
Mm-hmm.
for the house.
I think most of our like our stove is from Sears. It's a Kenmore. I think our washer and dryer are Kenmore as well. Of course, we also have had them for about 12 years too.
Yeah.
Hey, Callie King, thank you for watching the ads. I really appreciate it. Shoot, I forgot what I was gonna say.
Hello, Star.
Yeah, hello, Star. Thank you for coming in, honey. Appreciate it. Star, oh, I know what I was gonna say. Many of you guys don't know, but if you buy a hot pepper, I'm not saying you buy a hot pepper from Baker Creek, because Baker Creek doesn't really give a crap. But many of you all don't know, if you buy a hot pepper from one of these small companies have like a turf war against the other company. They like hate each other. Because right now, pepper companies, especially the hot peppers, are really hot commodity. And you can make some scratch from selling hot peppers, right? So Jimmy Pickles is caught in a turf war with some other pepper companies. If you can, we support Jimmy Pickles. Go over there and support. He gets isolated pepper seeds. It's really important that you buy isolated seeds. Why? Because you're getting what you pay for. A lot of people, they're like, for instance, I'm just using this as an example. Say, for instance, you wanted a chocolate bootla, right? Which is one of the most hottest peppers in the world. And you get that hot pepper seed from some other company, and you plant it, and you're like, this isn't a chocolate bootla. What is this? It's because they didn't isolate their pepper seeds. And as gardeners, we all know how important that is. Jimmy Pickles, he isolates his pepper seeds. Go over there and support Pickles. He has a coupon out, I think right now, for 50% off. He is trying to pay for his mother's funeral expenses and stuff like that. So if you go and buy his hot pepper seeds, you are supporting him and helping pay for his mother's funeral expenses and house. And he's just got a lot going on in his life right now. And it's not like you're just giving your money. It's not a GoFundMe or something. You're just buying his product and it's helping him out. So go over there to Jimmy Pickles' site. I don't know if he's still in here. He just popped in. But anyway, he's just been going through some shit because people hate him because he's advertising that they're jealous because he's isolating his pepper seeds and these other companies want to pull one over on you and sell you products that are true. And he's trying to be true. So, yeah, go over there and buy some peppers from Jimmy, from the Pickles.
The Pickles.
From the Pickles.
Mr. Pickles. Yeah. Yeah. And the larger the companies become, the more they pay the newsreaders to say that baby powder causes cancer. You know what I mean? You understand what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
How one company will slander another company.
Yes.
They don't have to have any foundation to it. They can just pay the newsreaders on television to read a story. Yeah.
Jimmy gives free seeds out with every order. There you go. And just like, I mean, it can happen with any company. I think Baker Creek even has some seeds that you'll get every once in a while. And you'll be like, what the hell is this? If you're a one-person show, it's hard to get everything in order. You know?
Yeah.
Be right back. I got a package delivered. Be right back.
But anyway, he is true to what he says, and go over there and buy from the Pickles.
Yeah, I noticed that last year I bought some. I bought it was supposed to be a Hannah's Prize dwarf tomato. But it's supposed to deliver, grow big tomatoes, but it's a small one for pots.
Mm-hmm.
What I got was something that didn't stay small. It grew tall and had cherry tomatoes on it. It's like, what the?
Yeah, that'll irritate. I wanted to tell Old Ways that the possum hot sauce is pretty good. I like it. It has a real rich flavor. Thank you.
All right. See you later, honey.
Have a good day, honey.
Don't do anything that I wouldn't do twice.
Okay.
Be careful. Drive safe.
Yeah, Jackie. Oh my God, Joe. Yes, this is how deep and shitty these pepper companies can get. I mean, they're knee deep shitty. What? One company was giving Jimmy death threats over these seeds. So that's what's going on. It's insane.
That's crazy. Not funny at all when that kind of stuff's happening.
It's nuts. And it's all like ego. Like all these people, like they have an ego, blah, blah, blah. One thing I have to say I like about Jimmy Pickles is he comes up on my panel. Like he doesn't have to do that. He comes up on my panel. He actually talks to me. Like he's a good guy. And so he's just trying to make a business. I think all of us are. We're all YouTubers. We all have a business. He's just trying to do a business. He doesn't want people attacking him constantly. So T-board, bye, honey. Be careful. Does he have the website? Joe, can you put his website out there? I can't remember it. Something pickle, JimmyPicklePepperseeds.com, I think. I don't know. But check, can you put it out there for everybody? I appreciate it.
Is Joe monetized on what he...
No, but I'm going to make him monetized because I'm an airhead. Thank you.
Me, wrenched.
Yeah. That's what
I'm wrench you.
She knew what she was speaking my language.
There we go. King Poob already did it. We're good. It's jppepperseeds.com. That's what it is. jppepperseeds.com. Yeah, and I thought I would just tell that story because it's just such BS. Like, I get it because I've been on YouTube for so long, and there are people out there that are just absolutely nuttier than squirrel shit. And so I totally get where he's coming from, and I can kind of relate. So support the pickles. Yeah. So anything else going on in your lives? Oh, I'm more interested in Bob right now, I have to say.
What?
Not only are you just sexy.
Oh,
no, I'm
really?
just curious. I'm just curious about your garden stuff. You got it going on now. So tell us, how excited are you? You super excited.
Oh God, yeah, quite a lot. I got, like I said, I got to get a lawnmower, a weed eater. I just had a Jukmo belt delivered, and I'm gonna have a dump bag.
What's a Jukmo belt?
It's a type of a belt you can get on Amazon. I have them for pistol belts, and a dump bag will be here tomorrow for my pruning shears, so I can go over all of the trees and shrubs and manicure them. Mm-hmm. Gonna make a few of them into bonsai, and what else?
Wow.
Rhubarb's coming in a few days.
Are you getting the rhubarb plant, or are you just getting seeds?
The plants,
the plant? Cool.
Mm-hmm. Rhubarb, I grew up picking it, hoeing it, watering it, because that was a big crop in this area. I grew up as a farmhand, and
Laura knows all about hoeing.
Hoeing ain't easy. Yep, hoeing. Hoeing ain't easy. Yeah.
Love that shirt. It's great.
They're really. I'm going to use them. Going to use them kind of like as cover and concealment for the little frogs, the tree frogs that live around here, and it's edible too. Mm-hmm. But it's a tough plant. They are really tough. You almost have to try to kill rhubarb.
Yeah.
And then I got a package of Walla Walla
But the
sweet
leaves
seeds.
and stuff are
They're
poisonous.
poisonous. Yeah, they are.
But the tree frogs would be okay on that?
They go underneath them and hide from predators.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they don't
Yeah.
eat the plant. They just eat the bugs on the plant.
Bingo. And if slugs get underneath there and hide, they'll eat the baby slugs.
Oh, cool.
And amphibians will eat anything that they can stuff inside their mouth.
Nice.
Anything. But yeah, I had Mrs. pick out some seeds while we're getting some of the potting soil, and she picked out Walla Walla sweets. It's like bok choy, but it's something else, and then some
I wish I
peas
could grow Walla
and
Walla
beans.
sweets.
There's bok choy and there's pak choy.
No, there's another one. It's like that. I got the seed packages in the house, but
That's cool.
she put away the bok choy and got something very similar to it, and she wants to grow those. Just a couple things for food. The rest is all going to be flowers.
Nice.
Are you planting nasturtiums?
Should be. I'll see if I can get some
Thanks,
seed.
honey. Thank
Hey,
you.
that's
Coming in.
both flowers and
I'm gonna
edible.
check my fire real
Yep.
quick, y'all. Be right back.
It's like the rhubarb. It's dual purpose. It provides concealment for the frogs, and I can also eat it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really care for it. But it's food.
Yeah.
I think I got a half a dozen plants coming, and I've already mapped out in the backyard the places that get full sun. I've already got those mapped out.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So you've studied your yard.
I have different times of the day. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
But I've seen rhubarb plants growing up here get run over by trucks and tractors all summer long and get mashed and dried out and beat up, and you put some water on them and they come right back.
Yeah, they do really well in the Northwest.
They sure
I
do.
love it.
Mm-hmm.
Mine always did well.
Yeah, rhubarb. If you get the old-fashioned oats, you put the butter and the brown sugar up in there, and you can kind of make like a rhubarb crisp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the ladies in this area used to have a recipe for rhubarb cobbler or crisp and pie.
Yeah.
I worked for a Japanese family all the way through high school, almost every weekend, and I had no Christmas vacation or anything because I was working for them. Her name was Mitsumoto, and we called her Mitzi, and she would make me a Christmas present, one of her special made rhubarb pies.
Oh,
Handmade crust with a little layer of cream cheese in the bottom.
nice.
Strawberries that we grew on their farm.
Yeah.
Which also
And with the rest, oh man, the rest of it was sugared rhubarb right up to a crust top. It was like
My great grandmother used to make strawberry rhubarb pie from her own strawberries, her own rhubarb, and have that thin layer of cream cheese on the bottom of the pie. And it was always this flaky crust, and it was so freaking good. It just that reminds me of her, Yeah,
Mitsumoto, she knew how to cook. Interesting story about how the husband and wife met is remember when all the Japanese Americans had to be interned here in the Northwest and the West Coast. Dang, I hate this phone. But Tom already had a wife and 2 kids, and during the internment, his wife got sick and died. So he met Mitzi in one of the internment camps, and they were at Tule Lake when they met and got married there. And she raised the 2 children as her own for the rest of their lives. Yeah,
wow.
That's a neat story.
Yeah, I used to mistakenly call her mom sometimes.
Oh. See, it's so weird for me because I didn't grow up like that, but I keep forgetting that the Washington, Oregon, and California coast is filled with Japanese. Japanese,
they're everywhere.
American, like that's their culture, and they grow
Filipinos.
a lot of the Japanese vegetables and Chinese vegetables because part of the culture.
Filipinos here too, lots of them. But I grew up multicultural. That's just how I grew up, and here's the thing that a lot of folks might not be too aware of, but a lot of Japanese are kind of clannish. They want their children to marry a Japanese.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of family pressure there, so
Yeah.
they tend to stick together.
Koreans are like that too.
Yeah,
More so.
but that's especially the first and second generation, you know.
Mm.
But I noticed with Native Americans that I grew up with, along with Filipinos,
Yeah, they don't care.
yeah, anything goes. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I wish I could ring a bell right now. Do I have a bell? Yes. FYI, Star is a true American. He just announced that he's taking a poop. Thank you for that. Oh,
My black lab found a ball, and so he wants to play all of a sudden.
I don't know, Wickeshire. I have a poop emoji. I have a poop emoji Christmas ornament from Joe. He sent me.
Oh my God!
I don't
Really?
know if the poop top angel Xmas tree was inspired by me or not. I don't know. You be careful
Laura,
out there. Apparently, Star has a cat that has been stalking his chickens and his rabbits and everything else. He says it's a bobcat, and so be careful going out to the toilet in the middle of the night, because I know that your pooper is outside. You don't want to run into a bobcat.
Yeah,
on the way to the John. Okay?
Make some noise. Make some noise as soon as you come outside. Clap your hands or bang a pot lid or something to let them know, you know, and then they'll.
I'm sure his
usually
neighbors would
leave.
love him. He gets a pot and a wooden spoon. I'm going potty. Ding, ding, ding.
Well, I had a bobcat in the last place that we lived in. They took 2 rabbits right next to the house. Full-grown bobcat. Now, I remember seeing him the first time, and it was right next to the house. He took one. That rabbit squealed for an instant, and it was gone. And then pretty soon he goes walking right. I think I wasn't alive with you guys. Garage door was open, and he goes walking past and went, ho, 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 baby. You know,
we've got a beautiful bobcat on the property. It showed up on one of our cameras.
I think they're
they're big.
Yeah.
They're
big.
And
we have a coyote that's as big as a wolf.
Oh, I believe it.
If it wasn't with other coyotes, you would have swore it was a wolf. I mean,
it could be. It
could be.
Because there's a lot of wolf hybrids out there.
They say that the coyotes are originally a derivative of wolves. They are in the same genus, you know.
Yeah.
That could be a wolf, because I've seen wolves right here by one of the local rivers.
Yeah, we caught it on camera, and it's like it was sniffing out the deer.
Yeah, that's another thing. Like Star has like all these really incredibly dangerous species.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
and you can't do anything about them.
You could literally die on the way to the John. Like you could die taking a crap. You could get eaten by a panther or bitten by a snake.
Yeah.
Or sitting on the toilet, you could get eaten or bit by a snake. Immediately, I thought of Jurassic Park when the guy's sitting on the toilet and the T-Rex comes down and just eats him.
He was a lawyer. I was so happy to see that. You know how I feel about lawyers. Goodbye, one less, you know.
Yep.
Yeah, I love bobcats. I love bobcats. I respect them, but I've always wanted a stuffed one. Right by, my fireplace mantle.
I was telling my brother-in-law he was sitting in the tree stand when he saw the bobcat walk by, and then he showed me later because he has a camera right below in that area, and I was just like, why didn't you shoot it? why didn't you shoot? I want a stuffed one in my house. You know, it's like,
yeah, that's what they remind me of. They are. I guarantee you, they are or were a Maine Coon was one at one time, and somebody just shrunk them down. But I think there's a picture going around Facebook right now of Maine Coons, and I'll show you real quick because it's I told my husband, I said, if I were to get a cat, that is the only cat that I would get because I think they're so freaking cool. Here it is right here. Here's one of them.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
They are, I mean, you could just tell that they are from the Bobcat family.
Yeah.
I mean, they have to be. Some of them are just absolutely adorable. This one's my favorite.
Wow.
Yeah. And my neighbor had one, and it kind of looked like this one.
yeah.
And his name was Legion.
Legion.
Yes.
Wow. That's a cool name.
Yeah, for a cat, a badass cat. Yeah, that's my name.
Some of those, I've seen them like, they stand up, or, you know, they'll like put their paws on the counter and they stand up and they're like, you know, huge dogs almost. They're like,
excuse me.
Oh, like, Laura, when your lab was going nuts, right next door is a lab, and her name is Luna. And she's last summer she came right in the garage here and investigate and everything. And I remember shortly after we moved in, the wife saw the lady of the house throwing a ball for Luna down the street. And Luna's a goofball. She's completely insane. And I said, "Yeah, hon, that's a neighbor's dog. Her name is Luna." Luna, it must be short for a lunatic. I said, "Yeah, you know how labs are. They are lunatics, you know." But yeah, she's so fierce. Oh, she comes over to the fence when I'm in the back. Hello, Luna. I can see the tail going like this after she recognizes my voice. Hi, can I come in your garage?
That's awesome. I've never met a lab that I didn't like.
Same here. I had one for years.
Yeah. They're all adorable. They all have great personalities. They just shed horribly.
Yeah.
They do. Yeah.
I was trying to get Chris to get, like, we want this one to train up the next one. And so we're kind of looking, but we're waiting until we move. And he wants a regular lab. He will not let me get a mix. You know, it's like.
My sister raised golden retrievers, and the neighbor had a black lab. The black lab jumped the fence one time.
Uh-oh.
But see, the golden retrievers my sister had were papered. The lab was papered. But you don't have a papered black lab golden retriever mix.
Yeah.
The puppies were all black. They looked like black labs, but they had a golden retriever mentality.
Yeah.
Playful. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
We would, my brother and I each had one. We would crawl inside our sleeping bags in the living room and go and wiggle like this against the side of the sleeping bag. Dogs used to be all over it.
Yeah.
For hours on end.
The golden retriever is the kind of guard dog that will bring the burglar a can of beer.
That's like this one here.
Are you robbing the house?
Hi.
Would you like Miller Lights or something darker?
Exactly. Hey, the jewelry's over here. You want some of this too?
How about some cheese? Would you like some cheese?
When you're done with that, can you throw the ball, please?
Yeah.
The ball.
Well, he just found his ball, and so he was like, "Let's play." And I'm like, a little late. It's a good thing we're above the garage.
The neighbor lady here, she takes great care of her lab. She has there's some dog park or something around here, and she every morning they take off and she goes out and throws the ball for hours for Luna. Then they come back here, and then she'll throw the ball down the street for Luna. And after that, the dog's sufficiently tired, and she'll go in the house and go crash.
The only thing is they get, like, he's so old now. He just turned 12. which isn't that old, but he's got arthritis in his
Yeah.
ankles, which is weird. His papers guarantee him not to have arthritis in his hips, but they didn't say anything about the ankles. So so he's got arthritis. And I took him out to the property the other day, and he jumped out of the car and he did the spread eagle with the black legs, and for a while he couldn't walk very well. Legs were out like this.
Yeah.
Okay, you're gonna have to get the sling out and help you walk.
Yeah,
So I'm so glad we're moving to a property where the house is all one level and he doesn't have to do stairs or even none of that. So
a lot of times I had an older dog. I had a little Shih Tzu. It's actually an Ocelotsa. I had for years, 10 years or more. And he was my brother's dog. So the dog was 14, 15 years old when he passed away. But he was getting older. So I would just slip him every once in a while a St. Joseph aspirin and just give him that. And you could just tell he was in ecstasy after he had one of those. You could tell he wasn't in any pain and his back didn't hurt. And hey, Outdoors with Big Matt. Thanks for coming. My
husband's so scared of giving him anything. It's
yeah. But the baby aspirin or the St. Joseph aspirin, I think, is only 81 milligrams or something like that. So
I have them because I take them.
So I just give them one of those, and I know that it would cut. They might not be in complete pain, or they might not, or whatever, but it cut it in half at least.
Yeah.
So.
And I got a couple fatty tumors on him that are getting quite large, and it's buddy. So we'll move in, and he can live out his days, and with no more stairs or anything to battle. So
yeah.
I did get some knee pads too for gardening and for I wound up with some nice bruises on my knees when I was trying to fix that LG or not that GE dryer. Because as soon as I pulled it away from the wall, that the dryer hose, it split right in half. So it's now I got to replace that for sure, and I was back there replacing that, and my knees came up just bruised all just like crazy,
Right.
And I got some good knee pads for that kind of stuff and for gardening too,
I don't have knee pads, but I have a really large foam thing. Because anymore, I can't lean on my knees on anything.
No,
it hurts.
It hurts.
Yeah.
Oh, Outdoors with Big Mac.
One of the things that I learned when it comes to appliances like dryers and stoves is both are I try to go to gas dryers and stoves because it's cheaper in the long run.
Yeah.
When they try to sell you in the store, all you need is a little 3-foot hose, to hook up the gas. I want the 6-foot one.
Yeah.
I'll be able to pull that sucker out, move it to the side, and get back in there to clean behind it.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what I want.
Same thing with the vent hose for the dryer. They try to give you a little 3-foot one. I'll take that 8-footer over there that stays collapsed until the aluminum ones, as you go flex it as it expands out, but the rest of it stays compact until you need it.
Yeah, I got a 5-foot vent hose on the back of the dryer, but I'm kind of glad that the dryer went out because we discovered there was a very, very minimal leak on the washing machine, on the drain system, and it was so as soon as I pulled the dryer out, we said, "Oh no, we're leaking," and looked back in there and I saw where it was leaking. As soon as I touched it, it just started pouring out. So
this dryer, that pisses me off about your dryer or your hose or whatever, because when I used to work for a hardware store, they would sell the appliances, but you would not get that hose. You had to buy that separately. Such a pain in the ass.
I just had to buy the plug for my
the charge cord, even the cord.
They charge us
what
for all our plugs for our appliances we just bought.
Yeah, this thing, it was a slip-on hose, and it had space for a clamp, but there was no clamp on it.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to go down to the hardware and get a stainless steel radiator hose. I'm not going to go cheap. I'll get a good one.
Yeah.
And I had to disconnect it as soon as I got the clamp, and that's when the water just went. And as soon as I disconnected it, it just it flooded the floor. Like, I was so pissed because we just got the floor dry.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I had a fan in there all night trying to preserve the hardwood or whatever, the pergo or whatever.
Well, thanks for coming in our treasure home.
I was not in a good mood that day because then I got to get out rags and on and on.
Anytime I work on the dishwasher or the washing machine,
mm-hmm.
Before I do anything, I will tip it a little bit, and I'll stuff some. Well, we have some old towels, like old beach towels,
mm-hmm.
that really absorb water, and we just stick that underneath and out, so that if anything does goes, it hits the towels first.
Yeah,
I learned that working on my mom's, my sisters, my brothers, mine.
Yeah.
I'm the one they call to fix the appliances.
Yeah. That's why we're getting waterproof flooring in our house and our kitchen and all those areas that would need.
Yeah.
Oh, Laura, about that leak in the video today.
Fixed.
The roof leak was fixed up. It got fixed.
Yeah. It was a over-penetrated screw in the metal. So yeah.
So they pull the screw out and put silicone in and.
Mm-hmm.
I never had a new. This is so funny. I never had a new washer and dryer before until I moved here. My other washer and dryer for my house was from 1984.
those are actually a better machine than what we got
with
now.
The house when we moved, we told the renter that they could have them as long as but we're not replacing them if something happened. But you can have them for washing whatever because they were like seriously old. Like you couldn't do, how like the washers now have a like full size load. Like you could literally wash all your laundry at once. You couldn't with these. Like you could barely wash like 5 pairs of jeans. Like, oh, it's just funny. They were old Maytags, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Well, these two we got with the house are both GEs, garbage. The washing machine stopped working one day, so I looked into a hack on YouTube, and I had to go do a factory reset on it, which was not too hard. You unplug it from the wall for at least 1 minute, plug it back in, and then open and close the lid 6 times. And then that factory does a factory reset. It's a new machine. And now the dryer, and I had to do that 2 more times with that same new washing machine. Right next to it is the dryer. Right next to it is the dryer. And I'm sure it's the drive belt. And it's same thing. General Electric appliances, don't buy them. I would never recommend them. They're garbage. I mean, this is brand new out of the box stuff. And they're already both failed,
Right. This lady was trying to sell me because all the gas appliances were on back order. And so we're like, okay, but we really want it by this time when we move in. And it's not like you're going to go to a restaurant all the time out there. So, so we're like, she's like, oh, but the GE, it's like, $400 cheaper. I'm like, no.
Sorry. Don't. Mm-hmm.
As a gift, when we moved in here, my mom bought us a washer and dryer, and I think it's a Maytag. Oh no, it's a Whirlpool. You have 2, and they're large capacity ones. So literally, I could put all of my clothes in there at once if I wanted to.
Yeah,
like a college student. I don't wash my clothes like a college student anymore. No, I'm kidding. I still do. I shove all my clothes in there, and it washes them all at once. So
yeah. So with the expense of we need a lawnmower now, and now we need a dryer. It's like, damn it, all at once. But we can wait on the lawnmower.
That's another thing you don't want to go cheap on either is the lawnmower.
I'm going to get an electric one. this yard isn't big at all. I mean, you know, I can't justify getting a gasoline mower for this little bit of grass. It's just not worth it, you know.
Yeah. You know, if you really wanted to exercise, you could get a manual one and just push.
Yeah. Well, I'm probably just going to get a corded manual electric mower.
Yeah.
And because my mom had one and that thing lasted for years.
The new battery
years.
ones are great, though.
Are
The
they?
problem is with the battery ones
Mhm.
is that the batteries always go bad. I
Yeah.
have like the Works. I love it, by the way. I had it at my old house because I had like 0 yard there. So I had the Works blower and weed whacker. And now I just like use it for the garden or the sidewalk because obviously I'm not going to use battery powered stuff on 2.5 acres. But I love them. The problem is though, the batteries they go junk after like a year or so. They don't, you have to buy new batteries, you know? So it's better to buy something that's gas powered or something that you can plug in.
I tell you,
Yeah.
we have Milwaukee brand stuff.
Oh, okay.
That stuff is awesome.
Is it?
We bought a nail gun and a saw, hand saw, and oh my goodness, talk about cuts like butter, moves like, I mean,
yeah,
like we were building a wall and a bunch of stuff in the house, like the backboard and stuff like that. Just amazing. I love those tools. And the framing nail gun, the battery lasts forever.
That's why I got a Ryobi hand drill. Way back when I used to go to Camfrog right after I retired, and there was one of the guys I talked to was a building super in New York City. Though, if you know what a super's job is, he repairs everything in the building. And he was at home one day, and I said, "Hey, I'm looking to get a rechargeable drill," and he went in his tool bag. And he pulled it. He goes, "That's what you want, brother, right there. That is what you want." One of those Ryobis. He goes, "Ryobi will last, and it does everything you want it to do." I'll take your advice.
Ryobi is inexpensive. I think it's like a Home Depot brand, actually.
And he said, "Don't go for that Black and Decker stuff. You know, the cheap stuff. Don't go for the cheap stuff. You'll regret it. You know."
Yeah. Back in the day, I put my money together, and DeWalt has, I love DeWalt, and I bought my husband, they had like a pack of ones you could get. It was like $500 though, but it came with 2 drills and a saw and something else. I bought him like a whole bunch of them it was like for a Christmas special or something.
Right.
I got it for him for Christmas. So he got like all these really cool tools that he could work on things. And
nice.
Yeah, DeWalt is a really good brand, but Milwaukee's really good.
Yeah, they are.
And I really like anything steel. Like I love the steel blowers, the steel weed whackers, anything steel, and chainsaws that are steel, like last forever.
Joe just nailed you.
Oh my gosh, $3. Thank you
right.
so much, Garden State Gardener.
I got a DeWalt metal cutting chop saw right there. Yeah, it's big. You know, no failures, nothing. I love that saw. I looked into DeWalt, and it's like some of the parts are made in Mexico, some of the parts are made here in the States, and they're assembled. Either some of the tools are assembled in Mexico, some of the tools are assembled here in the U.S.
Yeah.
So at least it's on this continent, and it's an American-owned company, and they have regulation on their quality control. You know, but if it comes from Central Asia, you know.
Yeah. When we got married, back in '88. I had some cordless Porter cables, a drill, and a reciprocating saw. And this was back when they were first coming out, and they were 12 volt, and then they almost immediately afterwards upgraded to 18 volt and stuff. And it's like, Well, about 3 years after we got married, my wife bought me a set of Craftsman, the 19.2 volt, the C3 interchangeable stuff. They're still going strong.
Yeah.
The only time I lost the drill is when one of the boys left it outside and it rained on it.
Oh, okay.
They started out with the NiCad batteries. Then they went to the hydroxide metal batteries, and now they have the lithium, and they all work on made to go back and work on the same drill.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Stuff. So the only thing I did do is I had to upgrade to the charger that would charge the lithium and all. It charges all of them.
Yeah.
So, but like I say, but then Sears sold Craftsman off to DeWalt.
Mm-hmm.
And when they sold it off to DeWalt, they stopped making the 19.2 and went to the 20 volt.
The only other DeWalt tool I have is right over there. It's a circular saw, the one with the worm drive. It's a DeWalt. I bought that in a pawn shop for $10 or $12 or $20 or whatever it was. That is the best circular saw I have ever owned.
Yeah.
I had another brand circular saw at home that I use very seldom. The type that's got the direct drive from the electric motor to the blade.
Yeah.
I took that sucker, gone. I get off my shelf, because I ran one of that DeWalt with the worm drive in it. And I went, no, man, we're taking this piece of it. Bye. We're not messing with you anymore. You're gone.
I have the worm drive Milwaukee from before I got married. When I first bought the house, I went out and bought one, and it's still going strong. In fact, 2 years ago, my son replaced the cord on it because he didn't. Basically, I had got something dropped on the plug, and so I just added a 6-foot piece of a 10 gauge extension cord to it, and he replaced it with a short one. I go, why'd you do that? Well, you had that thing on. I go, yeah, but that's that gave me extra reach. And he goes, oh, I'm sorry. I said, no, that's okay. You bought this. We still have the little parts. If this one goes bad, I'll just flip the other one back on it in 20 years.
Yeah.
But
I get
that. The Milwaukee one, I've abused that thing. I've cut through railroad ties with it. I've done everything with that thing. And, it's I paid an arm and a leg before when I was single. And I wasn't worried about it, but it's lasted for 35 years.
Oh man, you can't beat that.
Yeah.
Some tools are really good and some are not.
Well, Courtney, I'm glad to hear you're excited about some of the gardening projects I got going on. So
I can't wait. I'm just excited for you because I know you just moved in there, and I'm sure you were just so excited to get out there and start doing something.
Yeah. I'm doing the low cost stuff right now, trying to save up for that, the dryer and a mower.
Yeah.
And I might put out a couple of pruning videos here, like I did the other day, where I just showed very quickly why I'm cutting those rhododendrons way back.
Yeah.
Because, my son stated the other day that it's dark back here and somebody could be out there and we'd never even know it. So it's like, okay, and to go with that.
Rhododendrons are like my mom's. She has 4 of them, and they're massive, and they grow like all the way up to her roof. I mean, they're huge.
Lord, yeah.
It's like the biggest rhododendrons I've ever seen. So you have to be really careful with those because someone could easily hide in that. You'd never know.
Yeah, that's one of the first things I did was the front of the house. I cut that tree way back, and then the 2 rhodies or 2 or 3 rhodies in the front, and an azalea. I cut them way back so you can't get in behind them. There's no ambush, all that paranoid stuff that I learned over the last 10 years. It's good to be paranoid.
Hey, Abby, thanks for coming in. Thank you guys for coming in. I do have to end the chat. I have to put my son to bed. He has to wake up for school tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
At 6 a.m. I will be going live Friday night, so check us out Friday night at 11, and then I'll be live Sunday night at 11. I'm really excited to announce that my stepdaughter is going to Europe, and she will be leaving. She is going to be staying in Vienna.
Right on.
She'll be there till June. So we are going out to dinner with her tomorrow to celebrate her going away because she will be gone for 6 months. She's going going to Vienna for school. So yeah, she's excited, and so we're going to celebrate with her tomorrow night. Thank you guys for coming in and talking about, I love talking about tools, by the way. I love tools, and I used to work in a hardware store, so I know about tools, lumber, paint. I could talk about that stuff all day. So thanks, guys, for coming in. I appreciate it. Wish me luck on my cranberry bushes. I'll do videos and stuff on them when I get my cuttings.
Nice.
Cranberry bushes, I got 10 of them coming in the mail, and they're just twigs, so I got to grow their roots and stuff. So I can't wait for that. And yeah, just look for gardening videos because I'm going to have lots of those coming out. And we're getting plum trees apparently in April. So
yeah, that's
I'll be doing a video on that as well. So thank you guys.
I'm excited for you.
Oh, thank you. I'm really excited for you, Bob. This is going to be good for you.
I know. I'm excited for you.
I'm excited to see you do this. It's really even more fun because it's kind of like a beginning for you. So
yeah, a new start over.
I'm excited for you and happy for you. So thank you guys again for coming in. Thank you for all of the super chats and for being a member, Patriot Pepper. I really appreciate it.
I didn't see that.
Don't forget about Jimmy Pickles. If you really love hot peppers, go over there and get some hot pepper seeds from the pickles.
The pickles.
From the pickles. And y'all have a good night. We'll see you next time.